Chosen one, this message is not by accident. It's not by coincidence. It's divine alignment. You've been led here by the Spirit of God because He has something urgent to say to your soul. This isn't just a video. This is a prophetic interruption to your routine because heaven is declaring your painful past is not a curse. It's your launch pad into greatness. The wounds you carry, the silent tears, the betrayal, the losses, they didn't come to destroy you. They came to position you. Everything you thought was breaking you was really building you. And now, right now, God says, enough hiding, enough mourning, enough shrinking. I'm about to use what hurt you to lift you. This is the hour, not next week, not next year, this moment. The heavens are moving in your favor because your spirit is ready for a divine reversal. You've suffered long enough. You've battled in silence. You've wondered, why me? But now, God is revealing why. Because you are a chosen vessel, and chosen ones, your pain was not pointless, it was prophetic. Every closed door, every betrayal, every valley was an ingredient in your anointing. God was not punishing you. He was preparing you. Do you hear that, chosen one? The crushing was not your burial, it was your birthing. The enemy tried to convince you it was over. But God says, I was just getting started. You were never forgotten. You were never forsaken. You were being refined in the fire. And now, He is about to launch you from the very ashes that tried to smother you. You're standing at the edge of your elevation, and the Spirit of the Lord is declaring, the shift is now. This isn't just motivation, it's divine activation. This is not a suggestion, it's a spiritual announcement. God is saying, I am turning your greatest pain into your greatest platform. What wounded you will now worship me for raising you. But here's the truth. You must agree with heaven. You must come into alignment with the prophetic move of God over your life. Not next season, this one. Chosen one, if you feel this truth stirring in your spirit, I want you to do 3 things right now as an act of prophetic agreement. Like this video. Subscribe to stay connected to what heaven is doing in you. And most importantly, comment below, my pain is my launchpad rocket. Yes, type it, declare it, seal it. That phrase is not random. It's a spiritual activation. When you declare, my pain is my launchpad rocket, you are telling the heavens, I accept the assignment. I trust the plan. I embrace the process. I know God is elevating me through every trial I survived. Because you didn't just survive, chosen one, you were being built in secret for a public unveiling. God is not just going to bless you. He's going to make an example out of you. He's going to make the enemy regret the day they ever touched you. So as you type those words, my pain is my launch pad. Know that angels are being dispatched, chains are breaking, and your past is being repurposed as a divine stage for your future. Chosen one, stay with me, because what's coming next is going to unlock understanding you didn't know you needed. God is about to show you how He's been building your greatness through every trial, every delay, every wound. You're not just hearing this, you're living it. You're not just passing through, you're being elevated through it. Chosen one, let your spirit remain open, because what God is about to reveal is not just for your encouragement, it's for your emergence. You're stepping into the fullness of your identity, and to do that, we must go back to what tried to rob you of it. You were wounded because you were marked. That pain you've been carrying, it didn't come to you because you were weak. It came because you were marked by God from the beginning. The attacks didn't find you by accident. The loneliness didn't cling to you by chance. The spiritual warfare you've endured since childhood wasn't random. It was targeted, because hell knew who you were before you did. Chosen one, the enemy saw your crown before you ever picked it up. He saw the light in you long before you recognized it in the mirror. He knew that if you ever discovered the truth about yourself, that you are royal, anointed, powerful, and filled with the Spirit of God, there would be nothing he could do to stop you. And so the battle began early. Do you remember the rejection, the abandonment, the way you always felt different? That was not punishment. It was prophetic preservation. God kept you set apart, even when you didn't understand why. Because if he let you blend in, you would have never broken out. Just like Moses. Before Moses ever performed miracles, before he ever parted the sea, he was a baby being hunted. Pharaoh issued a decree to kill every Hebrew male child. But it was really about one, Moses. The enemy was trying to take him out before he could walk into his assignment. And that's what happened to you. They talked about you, tried to discredit you, left you out, mocked your dreams, tried to destroy your confidence. Why? Because they sensed your calling before you could articulate it. You were wounded because you were marked. But hear this, God never forgot what he marked. The wounds didn't erase your identity, they revealed it. The pain didn't cancel your destiny, it activated it. That trauma didn't ruin you. It gave birth to the version of you that cannot be manipulated, cannot be stopped, cannot be silenced. You are marked, and the wounds are proof. Chosen one, you're not a victim, you're a vessel. God is not using you in spite of your pain. He's using you because of it. He marked you for something the world hasn't even seen yet. And the deeper the pain, the higher the calling. Let the scars remind you, I was targeted because I'm chosen. I was attacked because I'm anointed. I was wounded early because my assignment is heavy. But I survived. And survival is the first sign of greatness, because broken places birth breakthrough anointing. The very thing that hurt you most, God is turning it into the place where his glory flows from. The pain that should have made you bitter is now the place where he's pouring his power. Chosen one, the enemy thought your breaking point would be your burial ground. But God said, no, this will be the place where I pour out a greater measure of anointing. Let's talk about Hannah. She cried bitterly before the Lord. Year after year, she was mocked, taunted, considered barren. Her womb closed, but her pain drove her to prayer, and her tears pulled on heaven. And from her womb came Samuel, the prophet who would anoint kings. Hear me, without the pain, there would have been no Samuel. Without the breaking, there would have been no breakthrough. Your pain isn't just for survival, it's for spiritual release. God allowed the breaking so he could release something sacred from your spirit that comfort never could. You see, oil only flows when the olive is crushed. It doesn't come out whole. It doesn't come out easy. There had to be a pressing. And that's what your life has felt like, hasn't it? A relentless pressing. One thing after another. No break, no explanation, just pressure. But pressure in the kingdom doesn't mean punishment. It means preparation. The anointing that's on your life was produced in pain. And now people will taste the oil, but never know the crushing that created it. They'll see the glory, but never recognize the tears that birthed it. And that's okay, because God saw every moment. He saw the nights you didn't sleep, the moments you wanted to give up, the times you doubted your worth. And he never looked away. He was collecting every tear, not to store them away, but to water the seeds of your purpose. Chosen one, the more broken you felt, the more oil God was preparing to release. Every shattered place has become a gate for heaven's power to move through you. Your story is not just one of survival. It's one of supernatural overflow. Because now, you don't just carry wisdom, you carry an anointing. Now you don't just know pain, you carry power. You don't just walk into rooms, you shift atmospheres. That's what breakthrough anointing does. It turns suffering into strength. It turns wounds into weapons. And now, the enemy who thought he was breaking you is terrified because you're coming out stronger, sharper, and more surrendered than ever. And when you come out like that, there's nothing that can stop you. But before your power could emerge, God had to take you into the silence. Chosen one, the silence was God's preparation room. It wasn't rejection, it was refinement. It wasn't abandonment, it was advancement. When everything went quiet in your life, when friends disappeared, when prayers seemed unanswered, when direction vanished, you weren't being punished. You were being prepared. God hides his most powerful weapons in silence. He trains his warriors in the dark. Think of Jesus, 30 years of silence before 3 years of ministry, 30 years of obscurity before the heavens opened and God declared, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Before miracles, there was silence. Chosen one, your silent season was sacred. It was where God stripped away your need for applause, where he broke the addiction to validation, where he taught you to hear his whisper and not the noise, where you learned to trust him when no one was clapping for you. That quiet was holy. It was where the world forgot you, but heaven was watching. It was where you questioned your worth, but God was confirming your identity. You weren't losing your voice. You were finding his voice inside you. And now, as you emerge from that silence, you are anchored. You're not desperate for opinions. You're not swayed by trends. You're built on the rock of his word. Because when you walk through the silence with God, you walk out with something unshakable. You walk out with authority. Chosen one, you've been refined in silence to be revealed in power. You've been hidden so that you wouldn't be contaminated. God didn't let you be seen prematurely, because premature exposure kills purpose. He was covering you, not caging you. So now, when the platform appears, when the doors open, when the elevation comes, you won't crumble, because you've been built in secret, prepared in stillness, fortified in silence. You're not coming out to be noticed. You're coming out to be used. And just like Jesus stepped into the Jordan after years of silence and heard the Father say, "You are my beloved," so is God speaking over you now. You are my beloved chosen one. In you, I am well pleased. You were wounded because you were marked. You were broken so oil could pour. You were silenced so power could rise. And now you are stepping into the next chapter, not with fear, not with uncertainty, but with divine confidence, because the God who marked you in the beginning is launching you into the greatness he always intended. Stay with me, chosen one. What's coming next will reveal just how far heaven is willing to go to reverse everything the enemy tried to do in your life. Chosen one, hear me now. Everything that seemed to rise against you is about to bow before you. What tried to crush your spirit? What dared to challenge your purpose? God is flipping it in your favor. He's not just restoring you, he's reversing the order. And what once stood over you, is about to kneel at your feet. The betrayal, it will serve your promotion. The rejection, it will elevate your name. The attack, it will announce your authority. What tried to break you will bow before you. Just like Daniel in the lion's den. The system was set against him. The trap was designed to destroy him. Yet he came out untouched. Not because the lions weren't hungry, but because heaven shut their mouths. And when Daniel was pulled from the pit, those who accused him were thrown into it. That's the divine reversal you're about to witness. Chosen one, the lions in your life were real. The betrayal was sharp. The silence was long. The warfare was intense. But God says, because you stayed faithful, because you didn't bow to fear, because you kept praying when no one else did, I'm honoring you now, publicly, irreversibly. Every enemy that underestimated you is about to witness what favor looks like. They thought you were finished. They thought they had the final word. But heaven is the author of your story, and the final chapter is glory. Get ready. What tried to devour you will now declare that God was always with you. And from those ashes, your voice is rising. Chosen one, this is not just about you. It's about your voice, your testimony, your mantle. God didn't allow you to be broken just so you could heal. He allowed it so you could carry a sound that shifts atmospheres. Your voice is rising from the rubble. You are no longer the one hiding in pain. You are the one speaking from fire. Jeremiah said, "Your word is like fire, shut up in my bones." And that's what's happening to you. After all the silence, after all the suffering, after all the nights you cried out, there is now a prophetic fire being stirred in your soul. This voice, your voice, is drenched in heaven's oil. It's wrapped in holy power. It's laced with truth the world can't deny. Because it came through the wilderness. It came through crushing. It came through death and resurrection. You are not echoing someone else's message. You are carrying revelation birthed in the secret place. When you speak, chains will break. When you speak, hope will rise. When you speak, the atmosphere will shift, because your voice isn't ordinary. It's prophetic. It's anointed. It's necessary. They may have tried to silence you, but they couldn't stop what God ordained. They may have tried to bury you, but they didn't realize you were a seed. And now that seed has broken open, and your roots are reaching deep, your voice is reaching far, and your impact will reach nations. God says, you were never meant to blend in. You were always meant to speak up. You were always meant to awaken others. So speak, chosen one. Speak with authority. Speak with grace. Speak with fire. Because your voice is your weapon, and God has sharpened it in pain. And as your voice rises, so will your elevation. Get ready, because your elevation will be unexplainable but undeniable. Chosen one, they won't be able to make sense of how fast it happens. They won't understand how doors swing open, how favor finds you, how blessings pour in. And that's exactly how God planned it. He's preparing to elevate you in a way that no man can claim credit for. No degree, no title, no endorsement, only God. Because when God exalts, no hand can pull you down. Just like Esther, she wasn't supposed to be queen. She was orphaned. She was hidden. She was counted out. But when the appointed time came, favor lifted her above every barrier. And now it's your time. This is the hour of rapid rise, sudden elevation, divine favor. People will say, "How did you get there?" You'll respond, "Grace did this. Obedience did this. God did this." This elevation is not for show. It's for impact. It's for purpose. It's for the kingdom. He hid you so long because what's coming requires depth. And you have it now. You have the endurance, the scars, the anointing, the humility, and it's all working together for this moment. Chosen one, your miracle is certain. Your breakthrough is scheduled. Your overflow is inevitable. It is certain. Your moment has come. Overflow, overflow, overflow. You didn't wait in vain. You didn't suffer in vain. You didn't pray in vain. God is about to confirm every promise over your life. You are about to see the manifestation. You are about to walk in rooms you once only dreamed about. You are about to receive calls you never thought would come. You are about to be remembered by people who once forgot you, because your name has been spoken in heaven. This is your release. You are chosen. You are prepared. You are positioned. And God is saying, now watch me fulfill what I started. Your time in the shadows is ending. Your time of loss is over. Your time of mourning is complete. Now begins the unveiling. So breathe deep, chosen one. Lift your head, strengthen your shoulders, step into the next with holy expectation, because you are rising, and nothing can stop it now. Let's move into the final word. God is not done speaking, and what He's about to say will seal everything He's already declared. Chosen one, you've been feeling it in your spirit, haven't you? A holy stirring, a divine unrest, a whisper in the silence saying, get ready, because God is about to reveal what He's been working on behind the scenes. He's about to show the world what He's been shaping in the shadows, and it's you. You've been prepared for a platform you didn't ask for. You didn't seek fame. You didn't chase a spotlight. You only sought healing, truth, and alignment with God. But God is saying, because you sought me in secret, I will reward you in the open. This platform won't come from man. It won't be birthed in ambition. It will rise from your obedience, from your pain, from your scars. And when you step into it, it won't look like a stage. It will look like purpose fulfilled. Just like David, he was anointed as king while still smelling like sheep. He was called in from the fields where no one thought to look, overlooked by his own father, forgotten by his own bloodline, yet seen by heaven. And that's you. You've been faithful in the field. You've worshipped in the wilderness. You've prayed when no one was watching. You've been anointed in private, and now the throne is calling. Not for power, not for praise, but because your voice, your story, your journey is needed. You've been prepared in pain to speak to people who are still in it. Your testimony is the bridge they need. Your life is the evidence they've been searching for. You are the reminder that God still raises up those the world counted out. You didn't ask for this, but it's yours. You didn't chase it, but it's finding you. You didn't plan it, but heaven ordained it. You are being trusted with influence because you were faithful when you had none. And before the crowd comes, He takes you deeper. Chosen one, the isolation was an invitation into intimacy. When people walked away, God stepped in. When the room emptied, His presence filled it. When you were abandoned, He began the divine encounter. Because isolation in the kingdom is not rejection, it's recruitment. He was inviting you closer, closer than ever before. He wanted to teach you the sound of His voice without distractions. He wanted to show you that you are not alone, that you are loved by the one who never leaves. He took away the noise so you could hear the whisper. And in that quiet place, you were transformed. Elijah ran to the cave, exhausted, broken, afraid, and he expected to find God in the earthquake, the wind, or the fire. But God wasn't in any of that. He came in a still, small voice. And that's how he came to you. Not loud, not chaotic, but intimate. He wanted you to know him not by what he gives, but by who he is. And now, because of that intimacy, you walk with clarity. You discern with precision. You hear him when others hear only noise. You've been shaped in stillness. And now you carry revelation, not second-hand wisdom, not borrowed truth, but first-hand encounters. You know what it's like to cry and still believe, to be crushed and still trust, to be empty and still pour out. Because in isolation, he taught you how to carry glory. Chosen one, you've been alone, but never abandoned. And now, what tried to isolate you will have to witness your impact, because what tried to break you will bow before you. What tried to silence you will amplify your story. What tried to bury you will become your foundation. It is certain. God is about to vindicate you in a way that no lie can cover up, no rumor can erase, no darkness can overshadow. Your season of hiddenness is coming to a divine climax. Chosen one, your elevation will be sudden, not because you forced it, but because he timed it. Not because you demanded it, but because he prepared you for it. This won't be gradual, it will be a divine leap. Like Joseph, who went from prison to palace in one conversation. Like Ruth, who went from gleaning in the field to owning it. Like Paul, who went from persecutor to preacher in a single encounter with light. Suddenly favor, suddenly opportunity, suddenly overflow. It is certain, it is sealed, it is supernatural. Chosen one, your painful past was never wasted. It was not for shame. It was not your punishment. It was the prophecy of what was to come. You were being equipped. Every tear watered your destiny. Every heartbreak sharpened your discernment. Every loss expanded your capacity for grace. Every trial carved out the space for miracles to dwell. God is not just bringing you out. He's bringing you out with power, with authority, with evidence. This is your exodus. The enemy will see it. The people who walked away will witness it. The ones who doubted you will be silenced by what God is doing. And you will know it was always him. Chosen one, your name is written in the scrolls of heaven. Your calling has been confirmed. Your season is shifting, and your soul knows it. This is not hype, this is holy. You are not just rising, you are ascending. You are not just stepping forward, you are being launched. The pain has done its job. The fire has refined you. The silence has strengthened you. Now, it's time. Time to rise. Time to speak. Time to reign. Let your soul receive it. Your miracle is certain. Your breakthrough is here. Your elevation has begun. Overflow, overflow, overflow. You are marked. You are ready. You are chosen. And heaven has already opened the door. Now let's move into the final word, the conclusion of this journey, the moment where every promise is prophetically sealed and every chain is finally broken. Let's finish strong. Chosen one, take a deep breath right now. Let your soul feel the weight of what has just been spoken over your life. Heaven didn't bring you here by mistake. This moment has been divinely orchestrated. This word has been waiting to meet you. And now that it has, everything shifts. The pain you endured wasn't for nothing. The tears, the silence, the betrayals, the nights where your prayers felt like whispers into the void, it all had purpose. Not one moment was wasted. Not one heartbreak was overlooked. God saw it all. And in His infinite wisdom, He was using it to carve something extraordinary into the fabric of your spirit. Your painful past is launching you into greatness. That's the message. That's the divine decree. Not just survival, not just healing, but launching. God never intended for you to stay in that valley. He never meant for you to remain in the ashes. He was using them to fuel the fire. Every setback was fuel. Every disappointment was wind beneath your wings. Every loss was a layer of strength added to your foundation. You were never left behind. You were being prepared. And now, that preparation is turning into prophetic activation. Chosen one, it is time to rise. It is time to walk boldly into the blessing that has been waiting for you. It is time to look at every scar and say, "This is proof I was built for greatness." Your past does not disqualify you. It qualifies you. Your suffering does not shame you. It anoints you. Your weakness did not destroy you. It revealed the glory of God inside you. You are not just healed, you are holy. You are not just free, you are favored. You are not just moving forward, you are being launched into destiny. This is the moment where your story turns. This is where beauty rises from ashes. This is where heaven responds to your yes. It is certain. It is time. It is done. So, chosen one, if your heart is pounding and your spirit feels the weight of this truth, take a prophetic step. Stand in agreement with heaven. Lift your voice, lift your hands, lift your head, because the God who brought you through it is now launching you from it. You will not go back. You will not repeat old cycles. You will not return to silence, to shame, to survival mode. You were not built to stay broken. You were built to overcome. You were built to reign. Right now, speak this aloud. My pain was not punishment. It was preparation. Say it again until your soul believes it. My pain was not punishment. It was preparation. This is the moment you let go of the lie that says you're too far gone, too wounded, too late. God says you're right on time. You are exactly where you need to be. You are ready for what comes next. Chosen one, embrace it, claim it, receive it. The miracle is not on the way, it's already here. The blessing isn't pending, it's been released. The launch isn't future, it's now. The only thing left is your agreement. So right now, comment below. I receive it. That's your declaration. That's your yes. That's your spiritual seal. You're not just typing words, you are writing your agreement with heaven. Declare it boldly, I receive it. Say it with faith. Say it with authority. Say it with joy. Because this moment is yours. Chosen one, let this truth echo through your soul for the rest of your life. You are chosen. You are marked. You are launching. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what God has started. Your past was painful, yes, but it was also prophetic. And now it is becoming powerful. Chosen one, it is done. Your miracle begins now.